This is Seasonal Talk with your host, Thabreakmaster, and we are here today. We are here today live to talk about this week's anime and which one is going to be anime of the week. Obviously, that's what we always got to do. We always got to figure out and find what is going to be anime of the week. And our hot topic today, if you read the title, anime versus battles are stupid, and here's why. We will discuss all of that. Plus, maybe we'll even get even deeper into that discussion as we move forward within this live stream here. But again, I am your host, Thabreakmaster. This is Seasonal Talk, and we talk nothing but anime here. Nothing but anime here. Nothing but greatness. Nothing but fun. Something with love. All hugs. Thank you very much. So, without further ado, Ahmed, what's good? What's good? Welcome in, sir. I appreciate you dropping by. Like I said, we're gonna be talking about anime today, and obviously, we actually got some news, surprisingly, with this first anime we're gonna be talking about. With this first anime we're gonna talk about, which that is Blue Lock. Because before we even start talking about the anime, tell me why Japan out here winning, my guys. They out here winning. They took Blue Lock seriously. And I heard, or at least I saw some pictures of them actually having like their outfits modeled after the team in Blue Lock, which is freaking cool as heck. It's like, excuse me? That right there alone, that's some good marketing ability right there. Amazing market ability. This show about to blow up. I'm just saying, here to say hi and dip out. See, always spoilers. It's all good, man. It's all good. But this is what I'm talking about here. This is pretty impressive stuff right now. All things considered, I appreciate that. I love this. Good job, Japan. Round of applause to that, actually. Round of applause to that. Yeah. Like, the Blue Lock inspired outfits. So I was just like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. In a 2-to-1. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, look. The project is working, guys. The project is working. That's how you know it's actually doing something, all right? It's actually doing something. But when it comes to this week's episode, of Blue Lock, I enjoyed it. They made a great comeback. You know what's funny, too? I need to actually start watching it. I need to start watching watching some of these games in the World Cup, right? I need to see what's going on. I usually always try to watch the World Cup around this time because, like, why not? I don't typically mess with football or soccer, right? But hey, it's some good stuff, good games as well. Like I said again, made a great comeback. But no, this week's episode though, this is a solid episode. It's a solid episode. Chigiri got his swag back. Finally. After all this time, because I'm not gonna lie, half this episode is getting on my nerves. I was like, bro, get out of your head. I know you got hurt. I know you were injured. We know this. We know this, right? Look, don't let the injury define you and play the game that you love at the end of the day. He had to find that spunk. He had to get his groove back like Cusco. You know what I'm saying? When he finally did, this man is a beast. This dude might be faster than Usain Bolt. This dude is incredible at the end of the day and was able to score and make it a tie game. Therefore, they're not eliminated out of this whole Blue Lock system. Thank God, because it wasn't looking too good. It wasn't looking too good. Fortunate, welcome in. We're currently talking about Blue Lock and Chigiri getting their groove back, because that was an amazing scene. I enjoyed seeing him finally get himself out of that hole. You know what I'm saying? Finally getting himself out of that hole. Isagi over there being a goddamn goat the whole time. He said. There was a moment in there in the anime, right? In this episode, he told Chihiro, "Get the heck out the way, bro. You ain't doing nothing. Move out the way." I was like, "God dang, that was aggressive as heck." And that's when he sat there and said to himself, "Man, I can't let this happen. I can't be like this." So, like I said, he had that amazing moment there, and it also kind of sucks that. Well, it does suck here when it comes to Kon. This dude was trying to conspire with the next team. The team that they're going up against next is a team that hasn't lost at all. They're dominating the entire freaking scene right now. So he's trying to do the whole same plan like he did with the last team, but that team's like, y'all, you weak. You a baby. Get out of my face. And then that's when freaking Isagi pulled up, announced himself, and his team came by. That whole scene right there was beautiful. Isagi is actually a pretty good main character. I'm not gonna lie. I like this guy. Oh yes, Japan won exactly right. Japan actually won that, baby. They actually won that, and like I said, they were wearing the Blue Lock inspired outfits. That's what's so like cool about the whole thing. And I'm saying, amazing marketing play right there. More people should be watching Blue Lock. Blue Lock is a solid anime. Blue Lock is a solid anime. It's one of those shows where, again, you watch it, you want to play some soccer afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You want to play some football. You know, you want to go up in there and start scoring. You want to be the best freaking striker you can be out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel fast right now. I'm a fast guy, right? I can beat Shigiri. That's what I'm saying, man. I can do this. I believe that. I got the ability to be able to run that fast as well. But I might hurt myself in the process. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But no, overall, very solid episode this week. It is not anime of the week, though. But I really enjoyed this. And looking forward to see how this next battle's going to go. Because, like, okay, Colin is still on the team, technically speaking, right? So is he just going to be someone that hinders them? Because I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Because he still has to work. He has to still be there. So is he just going to try to hinder them regardless? Or like, what's about to happen here? Is he going to have a turnaround? Because can we even trust this guy? I don't think so. But Shigiri is now also in play. So Shigiri is about to be something that is going to be a big help to the entire team here. So this is going to look pretty good. This is looking pretty good. Also, there's like an end credit thing that they did. And I don't know why they keep doing this, but Shigiri, you know, I guess he has like very feminine features, right? And they're kind of just messing with him a little bit. Because he did, look. The way it's drawn, all right? Looking nice, all right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Overall, this is a solid episode. I'll give it 8 out of 10. Give it 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. What y'all think about Blue Lock this week? Did you enjoy it? Did you dislike it? Please tell me. I'd like to know. Have this discussion going on here. But we move on. Move on to the next anime, which is Mob Psycho 100. And god dang it, the god dang feels yet again. This was just a very wholesome episode, all things considered. This was a very wholesome episode. Like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but it was just a nice, feel-good episode at the end of the day. They actually found aliens. Like, they went over there, and the whole point of this whole trip was to go and find some aliens. They found some aliens, and the aliens were just hanging out. They were just like the goddamn club that they had, the telepathy club, and they just hanging out with aliens. It's just like, okay, all right, then this is what we're doing. Because they initially got lost, obviously, and trying to find their way to the area. But no, when they finally did, they did their little signal. Bada boom, aliens were there, and they were just chilling, rocking it out with them, playing video games, eating chips, showing them the skies and stuff. It's like, all right, then. And next, there's just so many like motivational like speeches or just speeches in general in here. That's like, hey, you're gonna make these moments. It's gonna be beautiful. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. At the beginning, I thought Shigiri was a girl. See, I thought so too. But look, I digress. But no, seriously, like with this right here, this episode, it's like I said, it's a very good feel-good episode. Though the good portion of the end of this episode was kind of weird. It was kind of weird because like one of the guys that was part of the telepathy club got left behind with the aliens. So there's this whole thing that was going on where he wanted to get back home, but he didn't know how to because he couldn't communicate with them. And so he went through a lot of different events in order to finally figure out how to get back home, because all he had to do was actually look into their eyes, and that way you can actually talk to them and be able to signal, hey, I want to go back. And so he finally went back, and that was pretty much the end of the episode there. And that I'm not gonna lie, that threw me off a little bit because I'm like, what's happening here? I thought at one point he was gonna like transform into them, basically, because there was a moment in there where his eyes looked just like the aliens. So I was like, oh no, it's over for him. But no, that didn't happen. So I don't know if that event even matters. It's like I said, it was weird. I don't know. But again, it was nice to watch. One thing to note about this episode though, the animation. I don't know what happened, but they got a whole different animation team for this specific episode. I'm not sure why they did that. What was the direction for it exactly? But the animation reminds me of a specific episode of Space Dandy. I feel like that's like the same team that animated this. I can't remember what episode it was exactly. I think it was episode 8. I think it was actually. Now I'm thinking about it, because this is episode 8 too. I wonder. All I know is this had very Space Dandy type vibes all throughout the entire episode. I was really feeling this when it comes to it. And the animation was really good overall. It has this style where it's very fluid, very fluid. I thought it was almost in some cases it was actually rotoscoped the way it was looking, but regardless, a different look, different take, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. It was still some good stuff. It's still some good stuff. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. This episode right here is actually not the anime of the week either. It is not. It is not. And I just realized something that I didn't do. I don't think I did this. I don't think I did I put the stream in the Discord? 'Cause I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Hold on a minute. I think I messed up. Yeah, I did. I didn't do it. Nope, I didn't do it. That was my bad. I put it everywhere else, but I didn't put it there. You know what? Hold on. Let me just copy my message from on Twitter, if it'll allow me, and we'll just do that. Look, we're live right now. We're live right now, but we're doing this anyways. We're doing this anyways. All right. This is very unprofessional of me. I'm apologizing right now. Boom. There it is. It didn't put the link for some reason. Okay. You know what? Let's edit. Let's edit this message, and oh, this thing actually cut it off. That's why. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Okay. All right. I don't know what's happening here. Hold on a minute. I don't know why it's doing this. It cut my link off for some reason. And YouTube, it's not even spelled correctly. So I'm wondering if it feels like that on Twitter then. Hold on a minute. All right. There we go. Now my link is rare. There we go. What? YouTube didn't even tell me. It's playing with me right now. It's playing with me. I put it on Instagram. That's the only one that works. Apparently that's the only one that works. But apparently I guess on Twitter and everywhere else it's acting stupid right now, I guess. I don't know. Wait, welcome in, Ace. Appreciate you coming by and waking up to be here talking about anime. Because right now we're just talking about Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho ultimately, solid episode. This also gets like an 8 out of 10. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. The next week's episode is gonna be interesting because Mob's crush, Shigeru's crush, she's moving. So he has one opportunity. This is his last chance to see whether or not he's gonna be able to get with this girl, Sobumi, I think is what her name is. But yeah, we'll see how that one goes. If they can't even get together necessarily, but he needs to actually at least confess to her. I'm hoping. But we'll find out. But let's move on to My Hero Academia. All right, guys. Now it's time to get upset. All right. No. So here's the thing. Episode's good. I like the episode. But there's like two things in there that, well, it's not even two things. It's just the episode itself, honestly. Like there's things in the episode that got me frustrated about it. Because it's like, bro. All right. The gigantic guy, right? You know, he seems pretty unstoppable, right? I don't know how you're supposed to stop this guy. Okay? So the plan that she ended up enacting wasn't necessarily a terrible plan, but that's not the best plan they had. They try to throw these sedatives out there to make him fall asleep. One of them has to hit his mouth. It has to go into his mouth. That's the only way to make this work. And I wish there was maybe another possibility of something else happening, because the way they were trying to set this whole thing up and trap him, it just wasn't working out. Like, I don't know. This was not looking. It was not looking good. Like that plan. I can say it wasn't. It's not like it was a terrible plan, but I feel like there could have been something else they could have done. You know, there's something else they could have done, especially considering they also could have worried about the other people on the guy's back. You know, the League of Villains that was on his back. But that plan was just something else. I don't know. It ultimately worked out because Red Riot came through with the clutch. Because what's that girl's name? The girl that's all pink that has acid ability. What is her name? Because this threw me all the way off. You know her backstory, where there's this one goon that kind of like messed with her mentally and all that crap. Like it really messed with her as a hero, basically, right? That one goon was actually the gigantic dude all along. It's like that connection? Like what? It was random as heck. I did not expect it. Not bad writing though. I just didn't expect it because I was like, excuse me? She just randomly noticed, wait a minute, it's that guy, and that froze her up to not be able to throw that jar into the guy's mouth. I was like, what is this? Again, Red Riot came through, saved the day, But it didn't seem like it did anything though. That's the other problem though. It's supposed to only be one jar in there. It did go in his mouth, but it seemed like it's not doing nothing. Maybe it's taking its time. Maybe it takes some time because he's a big guy. So it might need to take some time for him to like let that digest inside his system. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. Episode was good. True, the plan was kind of stupid. It was amazing. Mina, yeah, it's Pinky, yeah, Mina, that girl, like that whole backstory. I said that threw me off because I did not see that coming. I said, huh? Did a whole 360, all right? I did a whole head spin and everything. So I did not see that coming at all. But again, the plan was kind of dumb because I feel like he needed more than that. He's a big guy, so that's why it's probably taking a while for him to even feel the effects of that. But we'll see. He should pass out at some point. I'm hoping that's the case because again, the heroes just are not. They're not strong enough to deal with everything that's going on. Like for real, they're not strong enough to deal with all this is going on. This is ridiculous. So my other gripe, and this one right here actually pissed me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. This makes no freaking sense. Shigaraki has one of those bullets from Overhaul. You know, the ones that take away the ability? Yeah. So he has one of those left. He was in a bind at the moment. You know, he's trying to they're trying to suppress him and then hold him down. And he sees, obviously, Eraser has the ability. He's using his ability on him at all times. So he's like, I got to get rid of this guy. He's got to go. You know what? I got this bullet. I might as well throw it at him. And he throws it at him, and he's successful. What pissed me off about the whole thing is there was two suckers right there. There was freaking the Rock Lock son of a gun and some other hero. Look. Before you say, oh, they didn't have time to move. Nah, sucker, they're already in motion. They're trying to already get away. So they could have easily, if this was like the president, right? If this was like the president, you always try to like protect the president. You always get behind him, or not get behind him. You get in front of him. You know what I mean? Like you make sure that no damage can happen to him. Like they were not really protecting the guy like that. So he shouldn't even got hit. I was like, what? Like both y'all abilities are not terrible. But Eraser's ability is way better than both of y'all. He's high priority of protection. Save that sucker. Like, what do we? Needless to say, he's gonna lose his abilities now. This is stupid. Like, this shouldn't have happened. God. Yeah, flashback in the middle was like, what the hell? Yeah, exactly, right? Because like when I saw that, I was like, I said, it just really shook me because I was not prepared to see that connection happen. But it's not a bad thing that they did that. It's kind of cool. You know, everything kind of matters then if that's the case. So if all the stuff that you're looking at, even these side characters have stories that matter. Their backstory do matter. That's good writing to do that. It's just I didn't see it coming. But no, that was my main gripe about the episode. Is like they should have been able to block that. Rock Lock should have gotten the way. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Because why was Rock Lock in front of him in the first place? That was the thing. Like, it's just like none of it made sense right there. And he just had perfect precision to be able to just hit this man in the leg and call it a day. Like, man, yeah, they didn't do anything. They just wasted time. They're just there holding on to him, hugging him up. You know, because he kind of can't stand up right now because all the other battles and stuff that he's already been doing. This man has been putting in overtime. He's been putting in overtime for these other heroes because these other heroes can't handle what's going on. Like, all I know is next week's episode is about to get stupid. It's about to get stupid because he's about to lose his ability. Therefore, Shigaraki, which he's already OP as he is, he already has like super strength that doesn't get negated. You know what I mean? He already has the regenerative capabilities that doesn't get negated because he's a Nomu basically. But now he's gonna be able to actually use all of his abilities. Like, this is insane. This is insane. All right, like I'm not looking forward to this. We already have a hero down, by the way, too. It's the old man. With the pretty much like the flying ability. What's that guy's name? See, I'm having a hard time remembering everybody's name, but that old man that ended up training Deku for his ability. Yeah, he kind of got a hole in him, so he ain't looking too good. He's an old guy too, so the likelihood of him surviving doesn't seem very high, but you never know. Granted, this is My Hero Academia, not One Piece. My Hero Academia will kill all characters, so yeah. This ain't looking good for him either. This ain't looking good for him. RIP possibly. F in the chat maybe. We'll see what happens. But it's not looking good regardless. Because again, Shigaraki's about to get his ability. And if he activates the ability and the man's on the ground, he's dead. Gran Torino, thank you. Like I said, there's a lot of people, a lot of characters to remember, so it's hard to remember everybody's names at this given time at times. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering that they're not major players, so I have a hard time remembering some of these names. But Gran Torino, yes, Gran Torino, you know, he ain't looking too good. Like I said, there's a high chance he might die. There's a high chance. This might make All Might really upset, but All Might can't do anything. So I don't know. This, like I said, this whole situation's not looking good. They're gonna have to retreat. Number one hero, my butt, man. Endeavor, come on, bro. Come on. All right. Overall, though, this was it's still a solid episode. Even though with the gripes I've had with it, it's still a solid episode. A little annoying at times, right? But I still liked it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I liked it. What do y'all think? Am I tripping to feel this way? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But we move on. Just realized Gran Torino is named after that Clint Eastwood movie. Oh, true. That's true. It's yeah. I mean, I didn't even think about that. You know. See, look. We don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about it anymore. The man might be dead. He might be dead. But also, welcoming Jay. We are talking about anime currently right now of the season. So we are first getting upset with My Hero Academia. But now we move on to Spy X Family. And I don't know if you've been watching Spy X Family at all, guys. I'll be honest with you guys, all right? Look, I'm going to be 100%, all right? Heart to heart. It's a heart-to-heart moment right here, right? I'm thinking about dropping the series, okay? Look, hear me out. There's other animes that are here that I should be watching, like Imminence of the Darkness or something, or Imminence of the something. I can't remember the exact name for it, but I need to look it up. I need to go watch that anime. It's been pretty high on the list of weekly animes, right? So I need to go check that anime out, and it might replace Spy X Family because, you know, Spy X Family is not hitting for me. Spy X Family is just not hitting for me. It's actually hurting my feelings as I keep watching this show because this is one of the most probably overhyped shows I've seen, unfortunately. Look, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's gotten mid. It's gotten very mid. Like, this is not a show. Like, right now, this season so far feels like filler. We're just doing things, but there's nothing developing. There's no development at all with any of the characters. We're just having moments. You know what I mean? And that's where the problem is. Even this week's episode, we're just having more moments. Like, come on now, guys. You going to drop it? I don't know. I'm thinking about it because I could replace it with a different anime. There's a lot of anime I'm already watching, so something got to get the cut. You know, something got to get the cut. Got to get the cut. Pop out real quick because I'm so behind. Oh wow. Yeah, understandable. But hey, appreciate you dropping by. Thank you, Jay. Hope you're doing well. But nah, look, if you decide to watch it, don't expect the same type of like energy that you got from season the first half. This is part 2. I keep saying season 1, but this is like part 1, part 2. Part 1 was done better to really structure everything all together, right? And the story and the episodes felt more like they're better paced. Right now, like the last 3 episodes have 2-parters in it. So you can tell like they're not really focusing on any one story like that. So they're kind of just doing moments. That's literally what we're doing most of the time for the season so far. There's only been one thing so far that was like kind of nice to watch, which was the introduction of the dog. Outside of that little arc with the dog, the season has been kind of just not doing too well. It just hasn't been doing too well. Hey, Raven, what? Yeah, to work real soon, Sally. Oh, well. Hey, it is what it is. I appreciate you dropping by, though. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Hopefully work is going to be great for you, you know? Hopefully you're not working too hard, especially considering holidays and stuff like that. But, hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do your thing, Raven Cafe. Do your thing. I can't do the 21. It doesn't really work like that. I mean, it is what it is. But no, just to summarize what we have here for Spy X Family, like I said, it's a 2-parter episode. Anya ultimately was actually what we were doing. See, look at that. I can't even remember. I saw it was a 2-part and I got annoyed with it. Like, look at me. I have notes. I don't typically go to my notes, but I need notes for this specific episode. Yeah, Anya needs to write a report on one of her parents to do to do at their job, like what they do at their job. And so she explains Lloyd's job basically, and it's a terrible explanation of how she explains Lloyd's job. And yeah, they had to call him up afterwards. Like, what do you actually do? Because like the way An is explaining it, that you sound kind of suspicious. And it's like, okay, there's some cute moments in there, and it's like, okay, cool. But it's just like, again, we're not really doing much. We're not doing much. And then the other half of this episode is Anya watched her spy show, right? And there was a code that was in there. So she decided to copy that code and then give it to a bunch of people and see who actually decides to decipher it, right? That's all she was trying to do. But then Lloyd's friend, man with the freaking afro, right? You got that guy come through and he's like, man, this might be a love letter. So he took all day and night to decipher that code to go at the specific time and meet nobody, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't nobody there for you, buddy. They ain't nobody there for you. And it's like, okay, that's cute and funny, ha, ha, ha. But it's like, we're not doing anything. That guy needs more development outside of looking for a girl. Is that all he has? Is this man, all he's trying to do is clap cheeks? like what else did he got? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like I said, we need structure. We need to focus. Next week's episode looks like it could be something of more of a focus, but I have no idea. I don't believe it. I don't trust it. You know what I mean? It's hard to trust what this show is trying to give us right now, and I'm just like, I don't know. That's why it's funny, because like in some cases, like you can see it or consider it as like a spoiler, because I am pretty much talking about the episode, but at the same time, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening with Spy X Family that's warranting like, oh, if you miss this episode, oh man, you're gonna miss a big character moment. No, you can literally skip most of these episodes right now. I'm just saying, but that's just my feeling. We'll see how it goes. Do you guys feel the same way I do, or am I just being way too hard on this anime? So I feel like maybe I am. I don't know, but I know I'm not enjoying it like I should be. I'll say that much. I know I'm not enjoying it as I should be. But let's move on, which is, I believe, the last anime, and that is Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War. Dude, look, you can already look at my thumbnail. Come on. Look. Bleach did it again. I didn't even expect them to do it again, but they did it again. And what was super interesting about this episode, I read the manga, right? Yeah, I'm a manga reader, so I know what's different and what isn't. So when I was watching this episode, there's a lot that they changed in here, but you know what? God dang applause, that crap was good. I was enjoying it. The addition to the anime was perfect. It was actually perfect. Like, I know, again, Taita Kubo was actually working with them. I heard that's what he's doing, and I could tell. He knows what to cut out and what to put in. And he put some extra stuff in here. Oh my God. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Woo, I freaking love it. So what we got in this episode, right? What we got in this episode was actually the old Gotei 13. Now, we only had like a silhouette image back in the manga, right? But here we get to see the whole thing. And we saw this image right before the anime came out, too. There's an image that came up about the Gotei 13, the original ones, right? And these dudes look like a ragtag bunch of hooligans, bro. So, like, all right, this is freaking awesome. I didn't expect them to actually go in and see them actually fight a little bit and see how the war happened back then 1,000 years ago. But we did. Round of applause again, because we all wanted to see that. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to adding things into an anime. Yeah, this is technically filler, but this is what we need to do. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is what I wanted to see from the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. If you're taking things out, put some other things in and make it hype, and they freaking did it. So this is giving me a lot of hype, a lot of hope and promise that this is gonna be, honestly, Bleach's greatest arc. Like, he's gonna be able to feel things in better. The fights should be actually better if that's the case. Like, this gave me so much hope. This gave me so much hope after watching this episode, because like I said, the addition to this, Sasakibe even was actually had a hand in stopping Yuha Bak 1,000 years ago. That was not in there. I don't believe that was in there. So I was like, okay, freaking awesome. I mean, people kind of complain at times, right? Because like Sasakibe should have had more like development and all that. And I understand. Like, the only thing we really got from Sasakibe is him getting upchecked by Ichigo in the first arc. You know what I mean? So they should have done more with Sasakibe, but at the same time, he should still be a quintessential part of defeating Yuha Bak, simply because he's always with freaking Yamamoto. That's his right-hand man. So why would he not be there? You know what I mean? So it's just, that was a great addition to it. The fight scene between freaking Ichigo Kurosaki and Yuha Bach. Oh my God. I shared it on my Twitter page. I swear, I can't even look at me. I'm tripping over words. What is this animation? That was incredible. That was incredible. Like, what was going on there? Like they said, we eating. God, I love being a freaking goddamn Bleach fan right now because this is what I'm talking about. God dang it. Let me calm down. Let me get out of my hype mode. Again, obviously, this episode was freaking fire. Straight up fire. Ichigo heard the cries of everybody and saw everybody's like lights pretty much go out because everybody's dying. Like the Gotei 13 got decimated. They got destroyed. They were not prepared for this. They like, God dang. Rukia and Renji are still alive because Ichigo confirmed this for Byakuya, but Byakuya had his final moments right here. He drew his last breath, it seems like, right? His whole freaking sword shattered. It's like, God dang. Man. Just dropping in and say hi. Well, thank you, Anna. Hope you enjoy your dinner right now. And welcome in. I appreciate you. The Nice Young, what's up? That's what we should have been. Yes. Young, 100%. Like, this is what we needed. And this episode, again, it just highlights exactly what we were looking for when it comes to the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. You know what I mean? Like I said, this gives me so much hope that the rest of this arc in general is just gonna be immaculate. This is going to be by far probably the best Bleach arc that we're gonna get, given these additions, the new additions that they did. Now, I'm not even mad that they took out the whole Shinji and Hiyori stuff that was like in there. Like maybe it's not that important in comparison to what we just saw here. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Like Tite Kubo, thank you. You're doing your thing. But like I said, Bleach, I mean, freaking Ichigo did his thing. He tried to fight off Yuha. It didn't work out. Dude has blue vein in him because obviously he has some Quincy inside of his body, given based off his mother. If you know about his mother, then you should know at least a little bit. It seems like it anyways, right? He seems like it anyways. Seems like it. So, or it could just be freaking from the jail itself because he was smacking that thing up all the time, so he ended up getting some of that reishi. But look at that. He has some Quincy abilities anyways. So this man's getting more and more abilities. He's like freaking, you know, now thinking about it, he's like freaking, what's his name? Yusuke from Yu Hakusho. Because, like, he was just a regular spirit hunter. Then all of a sudden, he also had demon abilities. So it's like he just keeps getting everything, you know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. but that's besides the point. Blue Bane's a really good ability, all right? Blue Bane's a really good ability. And why did Drew Graham had to freaking do that to my boy Ichigo, breaking his sword off like that? Like, cut his sword right in half. He said, "Sucker, sit down, bro. Sit down. We gonna come back for you. So sit down and be humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble." All right, that's what happened. That's what happened. So he's kind of defeated. Again, all the Gotei 13 has been defeated. Yuha is dead. Kira got a hole in him. He might be dead. Byakuya looks like he might be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I can't say Yuha, not Yuha. Yamamoto is dead because like he doesn't even look like he's dead. No, he's dead. Like his whole body's gone. He's like Yuha said, nah, he ain't gonna get a chance to come back. It freaking blew him up. So yeah, I'm gonna give him this episode like a 10 out of 10. Look, it's my show, all right? And you know this episode right here, straight up fire. Can you get some fire emotes in the goddamn chat? Fire. Go Lord Jesus, baby, there's a fire. Just like this is what I'm talking about. I freaking love this. Obviously, I give it a 10 out of 10. So there's no disguising which one has won anime of the week. Obviously, can we get put it up? Put there we go. Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War has won this week's anime of the week. All right, I just want you to know, without a fact, easy peasy lemon squeezy, easily has to win anime of the week. Because god dang, if they keep up with this trajectory, it might stay winning. It might stay winning. All right. I would say Charlie Sheen, but we don't really care about that guy. But regardless, he's gonna be winning all day. Man. What to do for the final fight right now? Oh man. Exactly. Think about all the possibilities. Seeing as they are making some changes, what kind of good changes are they gonna have? You know what I mean? It's just so much. Like I said, I really hope they do Kenpachi justice here because I didn't like what they did in the manga for him. So I hope that they do him justice in this arc here. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil nothing for anyone that's like an anime only to this, but I'm telling you, there's certain fights that should have been done better in the manga, but it wasn't. So I'm just hoping that the anime can kind of fill that in and really make those fights matter. And like I said, there's certain elements to the story that they need to add. There's one thing in particular that they need to add when it comes to Yuha Box actual like story itself. It's very important, and it's actually in the data books. So they need to transfer that data book information into the anime, so we have a better understanding of Yuha Box goals and aspirations and his actual history. Because there's things in there that we seen from the manga it's not in the manga, but in the data books is there. So I'm hoping the anime will actually put that all in there and put it all into perspective for us to actually understand better. You know what I mean? But I'll just say that much. I don't want to say exactly what it is, because obviously, like I said, again, I don't want to spoil nobody when it comes to this war arc and everything. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of good things that are going on here. Final Fight should pop off a lot. Yeah, it should. I mean, look, how can we get any better than this? Because the animation is already just like literally popping off. Like every episode has literal movie animation every time. It's, woo. I don't know. I'm hype as heck. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Man, if y'all love Bleach, give me a like on this video. That's what the YouTubers do, right? It's like, if you're liking this content, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Like, they usually do that kind of stuff. I don't be doing all that, but hey, I'm saying it now, so here I am. I guess I am doing it now. I'm a sellout, guys. Woo! All right. With that said and done, we got done with the anime portion, the anime talk portion of this week's anime. Now we move on to a topic that everybody can talk about. This is open discussion for everyone that wants to talk about this. But we have the title here, which is versus battles are stupid, and here's why. All right. So this is my hot take. This week, because I ran into this on Reddit, and you know, it kind of got me thinking about some of this stuff. And there's always like dumb battles that I see from just like on Twitter, and the whole age-old fight of Saitama versus Goku, who's gonna win? I hate that battle. The crap is freaking stupid as heck. Like, we gotta stop trying to make this happen. Goku is not the greatest and strongest anime character there even is. So why we keep putting Goku against other people? I mean, Goku's iconic. I get it. You know what I mean? He's one of the most recognizable like anime characters in anime. So therefore, yeah, you're gonna try to put him up against other people, but it's like Goku, this whole shtick isn't to be the strongest necessarily, right? He's always somewhat of the underdog, and he has to overcome whatever other enemy that actually poses a threat. And the other enemies usually are stronger than him. They're usually stronger than him. So just by that logic, it's like putting him against Superman. Like, you already know he's gonna take an L. Like, what are we doing here? Say that's not a hot take. Look, it can be a hot take, all right? Well, unless you got something else. But I'm saying versus battles are freaking dumb as heck. All right? Versus battles are dumb. And we got to stop doing this, especially considering that, the power scaling and the power systems are all different in some cases. And then we have to kind of omit certain things. Because if you want to use their actual power system, right? Go to Bleach, for instance. If they, let's say the power system are different and then we don't try to, make it to where it has a fair battle. You can't even see any of the goddamn Soul Reapers, unless you're in that world. Like Yusuke could technically see them, right? Because, spirits. So, yeah, but it's like, it's just stuff like that. And it's like, even then, when we put the battles into perspective and try to put them all together and make them fight, it's still just like, I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know how I feel about that. I just know that ultimately these battles, we got to stop doing this, especially when we do battles with these versus battles of characters that don't have a lot of information. You see him one time and he did something really powerful, but we don't know all the feats that this person can even do. That's the other reason why I don't like the whole Saitama argument. But I mean, we could do it now. For Saitama, in the current standings of the manga, we know a little bit more of what he can do and just actually his limits, which is there is no limits. This man actually is unlimited. He's probably, if to be honest with you, he might be one of the strongest anime characters ever created. He's in that category. So just so you know, I won't give you the reason why, but just know that that's what his ability is going on here. Then we a list of rules you have to make before you can even debate. Exactly. It's like you have to make all these rules to make it even happen, to make these fights even happen. And it's like, at that point, why are you even putting them together? There's literally no reason to even do that. It's like, because it's not going to work out, and then you're going to be biased. And that's the other thing. There's a lot of biases that comes between these, a lot of these versus battles in the first place. And then, like I said, then it's funny. One of the funniest things about versus battles to me is when they actually use real world math to try to like hone in on exactly how strong someone is. That person's mountain level. Oh, that guy is galaxy level, bro. It's like that crap always kills me. It's the funniest crap. It's the funniest things to me. It's like, bro, we doing this? I always get a laugh at that every time I see it, like on the verse, like any versus battle in general that I've seen from other content creators, and just like, man, it's just funny how you try to like figure out how strong somebody is. Now, don't get me wrong, we could definitely do that within its own universe, because like One Piece currently has that kind of going on, but I'm not gonna lie, the way One Piece has been lately, the way the power system is, it's really hard to tell who's stronger than who, because it kind of really depends on just like battle prowess, how smart they are and how they use their ability, more so than it is just like overwhelming strength. You know what I mean? Goku versus Naruto, equal stats. Oh my God, here it is. Here it is, equal stats. Here we go, guys. Look, we talked about this. We talked about this already. But you know what? Let's say it. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up right now. Let's bring it up right now. So, if it were to be Goku versus Naruto right now, right? If it's Goku versus Naruto, I'm gonna say if they have equal stats, Goku might win this only because he has greater martial arts skills. Like, you know what I mean? He has greater martial arts skills. Yeah, I think that's like the main thing I could actually put, like, I can put as an argument with that when it comes to the battle, is just his martial arts skills should be greater than Naruto's. But it's hard to say that because then he also like has other abilities because they have equal stats, right? So like they're not no one's stronger than the other. But it's like it really kind of go either way. That's the thing about the equal stats thing. That's what I don't like about it. Because with equal stats, like it can literally go 50-50 at that point. Because no one's really greater than the other at that point in time. Then if you're putting at equal stats. I'm just saying, unless the person just has an overwhelming ability, but then that's like, what's the point of putting that battle there? See, this is what I'm saying. This is why versus battles are stupid. You see, Exhibit A right here. Exhibit A right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, God dang it. Every freaking time, man. Every freaking time. But you know what? He says that's not hot enough. I think I ran into a different topic, if I'm not mistaken, through Reddit. If I'm not mistaken, through Reddit. There's a whole anime hot takes thing that was here, and we can go through a little bit of them, right? We can go through a little bit of them. Because like right now, one of the things I've been seeing a lot. Actually, no, here's one actually right here. The reason why anime is mainstream now is purely aesthetic, which allows plot lines to be average and formulaic. That's a hot take I was gonna probably save for next week, but you know what? We can talk about that real quick right now too, because in some ways I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that take of the reason why anime is mainstream is the aesthetic portion of it, because everything's starting to look a lot nicer. But at the same time, not all anime, like when it blew up, not all anime was looking like a Demon Slayer. Not all animes are looking like what we have right now. You know what I mean? So though it's, in some cases I kind of agree with it, I kind of can disagree with it at the same time, because I don't know if that's just wholly accurate. So I thought about this, right? Again, like shows like Dragon Ball Z put anime on the map, and you got to give it its credit when its credit's due. Same thing with Pokemon. People forget about that. Pokemon is an anime. Pokemon is an anime that put anime on the map, even because people didn't even realize it even was an anime, but it is. So you got to give it its credit. And then we have other animes that kind of came into the fray, but nothing really popped off until like, I don't know if this is part of my biasness or not, but I feel like Attack on Titan was that next one that really propelled itself worldwide around like, what was it, like 2013 or so? Like that anime propelled anime even further beyond, and had people that are casuals actually start watching anime, or people that are not even casuals, people that never watch anime start watching anime. Like a good example, Ace, our older brother. He wasn't really watching, and all he watched was Dragon Ball Z. He didn't really watch any other animes outside of that. But then we got him into Attack on Titan, and he's been watching Attack on Titan ever since. And since he's been watching Attack on Titan, he ended up watching Death Note after that. You know what I'm saying? So he started watching anime with us. That was like almost like his gateway in some cases. You know what I mean? And I feel like Attack on Titan, people forget just how big Attack on Titan actually was. Attack on Titan was gigantic, and it was a worldwide phenomenon that it really started sweeping the nation, bro. I'm just saying. 2004 and it was different. Exactly. Hey, welcome, anime dude. You also true, true, true. Give credit to also Toonami. Like, there's other big players that helped give anime to where it is at right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to find the biggest points where anime really started popping off like that, and these are some of the reasons why we are here. So we gotta definitely give Toonami, definitely give credit to Toonami, because even right now it's still going right now. It's still going right now. Let me see. But does Goku even try to outsmart his opponents like Naruto? That is true, but it's not about being smart. It's about his battle instinct. Battle instinct is it oversteps being smarter than the person, technically speaking. Like, it's like a Shikamaru versus Goku or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's not at that point. Even if he's smarter, I don't know if it's gonna necessarily work, because his battle instinct might take over and make it happen. But I digress. I don't know. I can't say that. I can't say that. I mean, there are Miley Cyrus anime ads, so what? Miley Cyrus? What? Oh my God! I did not see that. What we doing? What we doing? Anime dude, welcome in though. How we doing, man? We talking about hot takes right now. This is another hot take I ran into, and like I said, I want to give credit to Attack on Titan for that. I feel like that was another stepping stone that allowed it to really hit mainstream like notoriety, where I think it made it to where people weren't really looking at it in a way where like, oh, anime's weird. No, everybody started really grooving with anime. Like, they really were like, yeah, nah. Because I remember back in the day, you wear some anime merch, you start repping that crap, they'd be looking at you like, ew, what is this nerd? Get this man out of here. Well, how dare you wear this weeaboo trash? You know what I'm saying? And then they always had that stigma of, oh, you watching that? So you watching hentai every time. We don't have that anymore. I wouldn't say we don't have that anymore. The stigma's not there as it once was back then, but like, it's still here. Like, people still can't associate anime with like ecchi, because I mean, ecchi has come a long way in the anime sphere. If you really think about it, like, there's shows that are not even ecchi at this point. They're like borderline hentai. They're borderline hentai, if not hentai. Like, they doing too much at times. I mean, it's just like, bro, how is that even airing on TV? I know we're censoring it, but again, how are we airing that on TV? Who's watching this? Back in the day, I was in there watching anime, and now it's cool and popular for these kids. Facts. They didn't understand the struggle. I was one of those kids, bro. They didn't understand the struggle, man, of what we had to do. Now, my thing is, I didn't care enough. If you're gonna be my friend, you're gonna be my friend. If you ain't, you ain't. All right. But you ain't about to bully me. I'll tell you that much. I got 2 hands, so I ain't about to let that happen. But nah, like, these kids in this new generation, they got it nice. Remember back in the day when we tried to watch anime? You know how hard that crap was back in the day? Man, we didn't have all these sites. We didn't have legal resources to be able to watch this stuff. You know how hard the crap was? Back in my day, you couldn't watch anime like that. You gotta go to torrent sites. You gotta get viruses, potentially get viruses just to watch some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. But is anime really mainstream if it's only action anime that pops off and every other anime gets and this is where the argument starts to come in a little bit, right? Because Spy X Family is one of those shows, even though I don't like it like that, but Spy X Family, one of those shows that popped off pretty recently, right? And that was in the sphere of its own, where it started getting popular, you know, just because, and right? And it's like, that's not an action anime. Now, granted, you are right. 9 times out of 10, it is action anime, but it's that aesthetic. That's why the guy's saying that. It's the aesthetic. People love looking at good animation and good fight scenes. If you can make a really good fight scene, you're gonna get noticed. Notice me, senpai. You've just been noticed. All right. Now you're there. But you are right though. More likely than not, people are gonna hype up a good fight scene more than anything else. I will go to Inuyasha on Tsunami. Oh yeah, same man. Fukamori. That song right there. Give me don't you want, let me stop. I'm probably killing your ears right now. Let me not. I'm probably gonna get a copyright strike because I sung that song so well that YouTube, the algorithm, and the bots are like, man, what is this? How's he playing that song right now? Yeah, watching on YTV in Canada. Okay, see, but you see everybody watching Inuyasha. That's what I'm talking about. Inuyasha it's weird because how popular is Inuyasha really? That's the question I actually have in of itself, because Inuyasha is always one of those ones where everybody seems to have that same childhood memory of waking up and hearing Inuyasha's like ending songs. Mind you, Inuyasha's ending songs are way better than like the openings. What is Inuyasha's opening exactly? People be saying you supposed to watch anime with K main characters. True. People are kind of still saying that even to this day. There's actually another hot take that I ran into about that when it comes to like, you know, these kids in anime. But I'm gonna save that for the next time. I'm gonna save that one for the next time because that one's gonna be very spicy. We'll see how that one goes. We'll see if this one can stay on YouTube when we talk about it too. We'll see what happens. That hot take I ran into was like, I was like, oh, okay, this should be fun to talk about. But we're gonna hold off on that one. But no, I mean, I would say it's weird. Like it really depends on what was going on with the anime. Like Made in Abyss is a very I'm not gonna lie, that anime is kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's hard for me to recommend that show. It's a good show, don't get me wrong. But Made in Abyss, it got some it's weird. It's weird. They're like, I don't want to know about some of the stuff they be talking about in there, and it kind of concerns me. Like, it kind of concerns me. Like I don't know what we doing, but like I said, I can't recommend Made in Abyss. I have to be honest with you. No, the creators and voice actors for Toonami are very political. Yeah, yeah. It's funny. You should have been here. Were you here last week? We were actually talking about voice actors and when it comes to like race and voice actors and stuff like that. We also talked about just voice acting in general and kind of the scope of it and what's been going on with a lot of it at this point. And it's been a weird slippery slope when it comes to voice acting. I'm an aspiring voice actor. I would love to be able to voice act at some point. And it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Remember really the first opening of Inuyasha? You dropped in 5 minutes? Oh, okay. Because I'm pretty sure you dropped in at some point. I remember seeing your name. But yeah, we discussed a lot of that. Interesting though. That's the thing though. I only remember the first opening of Inuyasha as well. Is there any other opening of Inuyasha? Because I'm actually not sure. I never bothered to look it up. I just know the endings are all freaking, they're all amazing. I had that thing playing. I got that crap on my goddamn phone. You know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to it. But no, like, when it comes to mainstream anime at the end of the day, and part of me is I'm glad it's like mainstream, but look where we're heading at this point when it comes to mainstream anime. We are getting to a point where there's a lot more anime coming out that is implementing CG, and not all studios know how to actually implement CG correctly. So we're getting a lot of duds and not enough greatness that comes out of that. So people are having this feeling right now that they hate CGI animation when that's not necessarily the case. They'll accept it if it's good, but a lot of the times it's not that great. Like there's actually an argument. Like actually, I had a problem actually in Chainsaw Man, the latest episode of Chainsaw Man. There was this moment in there with Himeno, and you see her body. There's not really any folds in it. You know, like the animation for CGI, they have a hard time really mimicking like an actual like the way the human body actually looks and how it folds and stuff like that. It always looks really uncanny. And even with as good as animation is in Chainsaw Man, you're still running into that issue. And so with how her body was, it didn't look quite right. It was actually very jarring looking at that scene. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best either. And like we're still running into these issues as it is because CG is actually too perfect. It's actually too perfect. That's where the problem kind of lies in it. Like when it comes to 2D animation, what makes it as good as it is its imperfections. You're not always drawing a character correctly. It's not always going to be symmetrical 100% of the time. With CG, it's always going to be symmetrical because you're putting it in a program that knows how to make everything symmetrical, make everything be in line, but it doesn't know the imperfections of what you should be actually having. Imperfections are necessary in animation and in life. Us humans currently right now, we're all imperfect. We are not symmetrical. So it's weird. That's why I have this uncanny valley effect when it comes to CG. Why we don't like it is because it's too perfect. That's why we always have that feeling of, we don't like this. This is terrible. Because it like naturally, we never see anything that's like that perfect. You know what I mean? All that porcelain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about Spy X Family, Anya and her friends. Watching that stuff is weird to some people. Wait, what? Wait, how? Wait, how's that weird? They're not even doing anything in there. Anya's just a kid. What's the problem here? What? If they have that kind of take, are you telling me you can't watch like freaking Stranger Things? Stranger Things has an all kids cast, right? So are you telling me you can't watch Stranger Things then because it's weird because they hanging out? Like, what do you what? That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. What are we doing here? It's like, man, I can't watch any of these things that have kids in there. Like Angels in the Outfield? Nah, fam. I can't watch Angels in the Outfield. Oh boy, they got that kid in there. That literally makes no sense to me. If that's what, if I don't know if that's is that a hot take? I don't know. I haven't seen this opinion. I haven't seen enough people actually complain about it like that. I just thought people didn't like Anya for how she acts because she's more or less like a reaction character. So she has this, like, she always has facial expressions and all that kind of stuff always going on, right? It's always something happening when it comes to her. And it's like, it's not really, it's a character trait, but it's not, there's no development really based off her character. She just kind of like wants to react to everything. It's like supposed to be funny. But when you see it enough time, it's no longer funny. You know what I mean? You're kind of just there at that point. And it's like, okay, we're doing it again. This is why I have a problem with freaking Spy X Family. It's like we're doing the same old jokes over and over again. And it's like, we're getting to that point of the law of diminishing return. You do it enough times, it's not going to be funny anymore. And that's kind of what they're doing here. Like, we gotta change it up, but they ain't changing it up. Find yourself a hot girl here. What is this? What's going on here? This is how I know we gotta get out. Hey, moderator, get this sucker out of here. we got interesting. I did not know we have like people like this in the YouTube sphere. That's interesting to know. Interesting to know. All right then. This man's spamming. Yeah, get him out. Block both of them. That's how I know I gotta go. Yeah, there's bots in YouTube chat now. Interesting. I gotta make sure I have some stuff lined up for next time stream, because we can't be having that. We cannot be having that. Well, hopefully this hot take was something, right? We had 2 different hot takes. I'll probably put that in or update it in my description. We will have timestamps for all discussions that we had here today from each episode. So if there's something that you came here for and you want to hear my opinion on from any anime, from like Bleach, Spy X Family, Blue Lock, there's timestamps in between all of that, and you'll be able to watch that specific section. Or if you want to watch just the hot take section, you can also watch the hot take section as well. So we'll have that whole thing structured so you can be able to actually go through this as a video and make it easier for yourself so you're not getting spoiled. You know what I mean? That's my best way I can actually help you, help me, help you. You know what I mean? Also, if you guys could, please give this video a like. It helps with the algorithm. It allows this thing to push this stuff out, gets more people up in here, and we have more of a discussion so we can debate and have fights. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys can like the video, I appreciate that greatly. Or like the live stream, you know what I mean? It really helps me out. It really helps me out. With that said, for the people that do watch this as a VOD, as a video, tell me your thoughts about this hot take section. Tell me your thoughts about all the animes that we discussed here down in the comment section below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, your opinions. Please, let's have a discussion. I look forward to it. And also subscribe if you're liking the content, please. Crazy. It's super crazy. Like, I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. Hot girls, yes indeed. I might need to check out what that man's talking about. I'm just kidding. No. Like I said, we gotta make sure we have some stuff up in here, because I'm gonna be quiet actually. Let me not expose anything, because we got something, but like I said, we're not gonna expose ourselves here. We're not gonna expose ourselves here, all right? Like, video stay smooth. I appreciate that, Young. Appreciate you, man. Hope I see you around again. We will be back here on YouTube next Tuesday, to do our Chainsaw Man live reactions to the manga and also talk about the episode. Or actually, the manga is going to be on break next week, so we're probably going to be talking about the anime, but we might have some other discussions that we can have, maybe some theories that we can do, maybe talk more about anime. We'll see what we do, but we'll be back over here on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and also back here next Wednesday doing some more seasonal talk. So, if you like that, stay up to date. Check out my socials. I also will be, I do stream on the Twitch platform every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so you can always find me there as well. I'm not streaming on, I don't think I'm going to be streaming today on Twitch, though, because I got some stuff I need to do, but I digress. Let me get the heck out of here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Amazing time. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Always showing me love. Again, y'all the real MVPs here. I'm just here as the host. Make sure you get your goddamn water. Drink your goddamn water. Eat your vitamins. Or take your vitamins. I don't know. Wait, don't eat them. Like, take the vitamins, please. Please. Keep yourself healthy out here. I'll see you next time. Until then, people. Oh.